That's what it's time for. It's time for another plant parade. I'm giving you an update on all my plants. So there's my alocasia. I'm not quite sure what, I forget, it's an African something alocasia. And so that's got new leaves. And there's a new leaf there. I think it's a beautiful plant. So, and then let's see. Oh, that's my mother-in-law's tongue snake plant, which has gotten considerably taller since I got it. And I've cut some of the tips off because they were dying when I got it in the packaging. So I just cut them off. I don't let them sit and get brown and stay brown. So, and then there's these two. The top leaves, most of them have gotten brown and died. And I honestly don't remember the name of all these plants. But there's new babies growing like crazy on both of them, which is great. I think these are beautiful. So I moved them to a window, and they took off. They're supposed to be like plants that aren't supposed to be in the sun. So, but I put them by the window, which is my window is northwest here. It gets a little bit of sun, but not a whole lot. I mean, it gets afternoon sun. And so that's my fern, and it's getting bigger and bigger. And I forget if it's an arrowhead fern. I can't remember. My rubber plant has gotten 3 new leaves. That's doing fantastic. There's one of my monsteras, and 3 of them have just done nothing but gone dormant. The one that I had that was big, like a bigger size, that one had something wrong with it. I tossed it, and that's the same place I got these ones. And I mean, they're growing roots and everything, but maybe they just need to root bound the pots. But they're really light green. They don't ever get dark, which is really weird. They just don't look right to me. Here is a monstera that is beautiful. My monstera, the big one, has just grown like crazy. I moved it out from underneath the grow lights. It doesn't need grow lights, and I put it by the window. And there's a whole bunch in here. Eventually I'm going to have to take these smaller ones out and pot them, themselves. So, but this thing is beautiful. The leaves that it's getting are awesome, and it's doing really, really well. So it takes a lot of watering, probably because there's so many roots in there. It's not root bound yet, but it is in a big pot. So, but there's that Monstera deliciosa. And then here's the table that I had all my monsteras on. This is that is my Thai constellation. And I accidentally killed one of the leaves and it got root bound, and this one's starting to get light, and I definitely overwatered it, which really kills me. But it's in a huge pot. It's going to take a while to get enough roots to grow more leaves. So it's just kind of stagnant right now. But it's still beautiful. And then there's my other one, my other Thai constellation. And I haven't overwatered it. It's just I repotted them in huge pots. And, well, maybe I have overwatered that one too. Gosh. But they're both stagnant until they get enough roots to start growing more leaves. So I'm just leaving them alone. I'm not going to overwater them. I'm going to let them dry out really good. I have water meters here that I stick in the dirt. That is my mojito bulb that I got. And it's just not doing anything. So it'll probably take another couple weeks. But I've checked it and it's not really getting roots either. I mean, maybe a couple, but it just isn't. I don't know. It was a really dry bulb, so there's a couple bulbs I've got from Holland Bulbs, and they just didn't do well. So, but if it doesn't, I'll just put something else in there. And then here is my, let's see. Here are my plants in the living room, and they're doing fantastic. I've repotted those. These purple ones, I have the lights going on different times of day, so that one's not on yet, but it's doing fantastic. I have to move them away from the light. There's the lights up there, and they'll burn if they touch them like that one. If I don't move that somewhere there. And I still have one fungus gnat thing for this plant here. There's my little carnivore. They're doing really well, the sundews. Every so often I find a fly or something I put in there, but I still have my bloodworms that I'm feeding them, and they're doing great. And I'm just wrapping all these around the around this, and just got a new leaf on that one. And that's my, I think it's a nerve plant. I think these are really pretty. I transplanted all these into bigger pots and stuff. So, and then that one there is this is English ivy. And so far, this one does not have spider mites. I don't have any spider mites. I had spider mites on my holly that I had gotten from the wild, so I had to toss it. I will not keep plants that have those things. Those spider mites are just horrible. And I don't normally get, this is the only English ivy I've gotten. And they really get spider mites, but so far this one doesn't, so I'm keeping an eye on it. There's another one of my purple shamrocks, and I'm moving it away from the light a little bit. If it keeps getting bigger, I'll have to transplant it or put it in a different place. So, because it'll just keep burning the things. And let's see. So, oh yeah, I got my Raggedy Ann and Andy doll. These are from the 60s. This is the Andy, and then there's Raggedy Ann. They came as a pair. And they have the little hearts on their chest that say I love you. And these are Knickerbocker. So I'm real happy that I have these. And my dollies are full. I also forgot to, when I was doing my little doll parade, I just love that Cubie doll. Just love them. I was doing the doll parade, and I missed my clown. This is my hanging clown, and I forget what It's from, it's a Sally clown. And that one is a special clown too. And I got that, and it hangs from the ceiling. So, and I suppose I'll just add a couple of new prints that I got. That print is from Arth Harger, and I watched his YouTube video of him actually drawing this, and that's the goddess Hel, H-E-L. Has nothing to do with the Christian hell at all. And this is called The Last Kiss. So Hel has half her body's dead and half her body's alive. And she brings people down with her, or people can meet her when they die, and she sends them to different places depending on how they've spent their lives. And it's not like the burning hell of Christian fame. This is a different place. If you've been really bad and done terrible things to animals, kids and humans, she will take care of you in a not so nice way. But that's the goddess Hel. And this one here is just an elk, and it's called The Old Gods. And all of my paintings came from Society 6. And they take the artist's paintings and prints, and they put them on, this is on canvas, they print them out, frame them and all that, and then the artist gets a commission. So, and this one here has nothing to do with the Christian Satan or anything bad. This has to do with animism and Druidism, and it's one of my favorites. And all of her art, she has a heart on every one of them, so you can always tell who painted this. I can't pronounce the name of the creature, but it has nothing to do with Christianity whatsoever. And then that is another one that Arth Harger drew of the goddess Hel. And it shows more of her body. Half of it's, except for her leg, her arm is a skeleton, and then half of her face is a skeleton. And let's see the other plants. Oh yeah, this is my other, that's my purple shamrock, and it's gigantic. And this, ouch, that's how big it is now. I had to actually set the light on something so it wouldn't be so close. And now, you guys saw the pot that I had that had the elephant ear, the jumbo elephant ear bulbs in it. And the one died, the black velvet one. But this is my elephant ear. It's gigantic. And it's a jumbo. It's going to get big. So this leaf goes up to my neck. And they're just beautiful. And I have to keep moving the light because they're sensitive. I don't want to burn them. But it's sitting in the corner here by the open window, and it's got 2 new leaves there, and that one just opened up. And they're a member of the Dieffenbachia, or the dumb cane plants, and they're very toxic. This is why I have gates on my bedrooms, and the dogs can never ever come in contact with this. Like, I mean, I have toxic plants out there too. But I watch my dogs that they don't touch them. If a leaf falls, I pick it up. Dogs don't get it. They don't even seem interested, so that's good. But you never know. Dogs are dogs. And then there's another one. This is huge. This will get gigantic. This will fill probably half this room up. And then here's the one new leaf. Like, there's my arm and there's the leaf. There's the other new leaf. And here are the mojitos I got from the one lady who, when I got them, most of the leaves were dead, but they're growing. And what's cool about the mojitos is they have the most awesome leaf coloration. They're like light greens, dark greens, and this one is too. This is a mojito. So I have 3 in here. Here's a little tiny one. She told me to plant it with this big one. There's a small one that's just getting a new leaf. Let's see if I can. There it is. And then there's another one over there that is just starting to get a new leaf right there. So hopefully they do well, because I don't think the bulb that I got is going to do any good. But the pattern on these are just amazing. So that's these are my elephant ears. And this one is another one. These the colors are so beautiful on these. I mean, that's my hand, and that's the leaf. And they're gigantic. And that's why it's called a jumbo elephant ear, and they do look like elephant ears. That color is so pretty. So there's the elephant ears. And then these are I have two brain fart monsteras that I got that were under the lights in the dining room. So I decided to put them in the window, and they're going crazy. And they're getting there's a bunch of them in here. And the thing I don't like about having a bunch at a time is that the roots, these roots, these big ones are supposed to be in the back of the plant. So if you're going to stake it, you want to stake the back of the plant where the roots are. But since there's a pile of them here together, they've got roots going every which way. So I'm going to have to eventually just let them go and spread out, or I will have to separate them. And I really don't like separating them. It's ones that have been together. This one just got a fenestration finally. It's first one. And then this one here did the same thing. It got a new leaf with fenestrations. It never had them before. And I think they're just gorgeous. They're really pretty. I love monsteras. And oh, look at that. It's getting a new leaf with fenestrations on it too. Good deal. And it seems to like this room. This room is nice and quiet and stuff like that. And then there's another purple shamrock, and it's getting ready to close up for the night. When the light starts getting darker, they close up. And here's another one of the nerve plants. And there's another one. I really like this one, and I can't remember what it's called. But it's really pretty, and I put it in with just a regular, I think they're pothos. And it's going all the way up here at the side. There's a variegated one. with another one in there, and that one's growing over to here. So my room's going to be full of vines. I love these things when they start growing all over the place. And that's another silver pothos, maybe. Not quite sure. And then there's another one of the purple ones. That one's grown way up there. And there's my spider plants that are getting huge. I'm just really surprised there's no babies on this one. I don't remember. I remember when I had spider plants years and years ago. I had them floor to ceiling babies, and I hung them, and the babies were just awesome. And then that one's kind of boring. It doesn't really do much, and kind of regret getting that one. I mean, it's just these ones seem to do the best. And then the reverse ones, that one is not a reverse, so I'm not quite sure, but those are that's my plant shelves there. And they're doing just so fantastic. This will be my reading room. So that's my plant parade. And I think, and showing you, some of the dollies I had. Let's see, did I miss anything? Oh, there's my black bamboo, and it's getting some new leaves. So, very happy. It seems to be okay. I don't know anything about bamboo, but it seems like it's growing fine. But I put the light pretty high. I don't want it getting burned either. So, but it seems to be doing all right. Kind of uneventful, and that's fine. I mean, I just put it in a gigantic pot. So they have to, get a bunch of roots. And this guy here, I have him on my screen. He makes Jason masks and Michael Myers masks and stuff like that. Well, let's just put it this way. My mask is in the mail. And I can't wait. I'm getting a limited edition, one of his limited edition masks. And it's going to be fabulous. When I get it, I'll show you. But I can't wait. And then I'm going to get a Michael Myers mask. I think I'll put the Jason mask up there and the Michael Myers over there maybe. But I'm a horror movie fanatic, and I always love the Friday the 13th, and the Halloweens are my favorites. So I was just looking at the shipping time for mine. It's coming from Great Britain, or United Kingdom, Ireland, United Kingdom. So it's going to be a couple weeks. But this guy, he makes these masks. He makes them by hand. He forms whatever they're made out of. He molds it. He puts the holes in them, and he does a fantastic job. It's called Maniac Masks. And his name, it's a professional horror artist, Stead 79. Yeah, United Kingdom is where he's from, and he's a star seller on Etsy. I've looked at hundreds of masks. I've always wanted to get him some horror stuff, and his are the best. And watching him make them was just awesome. So yeah, I'm kind of macabre. And that's fine with me. I've always been that way. My mom hated it, but too bad, huh? But I hope you have a really nice rest of your Thursday. And it's a beautiful evening here. And I will talk to you later.